Alright guys, well, I hopefully have this in for the last time, at least until it's running, so that's good news. Tried to give you guys a little visual there on my motor mounts because I don't know that I could do anything else with how tight this thing is. I can barely lift it half an inch past where the motor mounts slide in. So I would probably have to take the engine side mount off whenever I did to get the motor mounts out. I would probably have to do that if I was using hydraulic mounts. So anyway, the other thing is I hadn't had the turbo on here yet, and this actuator is like as close as it could be to the frame. So we might have to put a couple washers in the motor mount. We'll see as it settles. But the nice thing is those rubber mounts do not move much. And this being an auto, it's not going to torque a whole lot. So we'll just have to see. But anyway, as far as progress, since this has gotten in, I'm just going to be running the valve cover down to the ground. And then power steering is ridiculously easy. I am 3 for 3 on the high pressure line screwing right into the Volkswagen pump. So these, I did bend this here to just miss the pulley, but other than that, the lines are in pretty much stock form. They run up to the mount, or the Volkswagen reservoir here. I just bolted it on, and then I used just part of the stock line, runs right around and plugs right onto the pump on the back side. So couldn't be any easier than that. And then I was going to show you the fuel system here. You can see the two lines coming in. The high pressure side comes around. I don't have any clamps on these yet, but that one goes right in and then comes out. And let's see, you can see it right there. And then the return line as well. And then I did go ahead and put my H fitting. I'm trying to get the light here. The H fitting I put right up here, pretty close to the tandem pump. I'm going to try it there just because I don't know how much pressure this tandem pump needs. And so I definitely want to be sure there's enough coming in there. And I'm not too worried about, the only thing I thought was maybe if the pump were to fail, the pump, or the tank pump to fail, the tandem pump could theoretically suck through the return line. If the tank would have to be all the way full though, so at that point I don't even think the tandem pump would run. I think it would die if the tank pump were to fail. So we're going to go with that for now to give maximum pressure to the tandem pump, and then right there where the H fitting is, it'll return back to the tank. And then I started on the coolant lines a little bit here. This I've got the head vent coming in right here, so that should bleed off all the bubbles on top of at the top side of the head. That's going to go over to the upper hose. And then I did just cap this line, and then you could kind of see as it was going in, but I have that heater is just sitting on the transmission back there, going through the heat exchanger there. And then the heat exchanger did get tied in right there. Oh, messing up my light here. Right there, you can see it on the end of that black return line. And then on this side, get my light in here again, and this hose here for the hot coming into the heater core, just kind of looped around with a splice in the middle. And then I'm just using the factory heater core return that went right up to the radiator. So other than finishing the two lines here over to the radiator, those are pretty much done. So that's kind of where we're sitting. and everything else is looking good. So yeah, then next we will get the coolant lines finished and start working on the intercooler piping and get that stuff set up, and then it'll be on to wiring.